We are live with the Future Birds.
That's right.
We got some Future Birds in the house right now. So
You guys sounded amazing on stage today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us your names.
I'm Grace.
Mine is Melody Lee Rose.
Nice.
And you
I
guys
know.
are.
Human?
There it is. That's correct
Yeah.
answer.
That is the right answer. So maybe we call you guys From the Birds.
Yeah, from the birds.
From the Birds.
From the bud.
What do you think?
So if you're not noticing, Diaper Jam is a family-friendly event, guys. So if you didn't know, you can always bring your kids out here. And all-day fun that goes on all day out here.
Yeah.
So who is your dad?
Him.
Who's that guy?
Tony.
Lee.
Oh, really?
Tony Lee.
That's a great.
right.
That is a great introduction right there. That doesn't get no better than that.
So do you guys like his music? You guys
Yes.
rock it out? You guys support? You guys
Yeah.
are supporters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite song?
I cannot win anymore.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just listen to it. I don't know the names of it.
I'm kind of like that too. I listen to music. I don't really care who it's by or what the name is. I don't really know sometimes. But
Especially the track lists. They're hard to keep track of.
so do you guys play? Do you guys play music?
I mean, kinda?
You sing in the shower? That's what it is?
No.
No?
She probably does, but
You are the shower singer. I can see it.
La 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 la.
See?
See?
Boom.
La,
Natural
cue.
born. Natural born.
on cue.
That's right.
So how old are you guys? What grade are you guys in?
I'm in 4th grade and I am 9.
What about you?
Well, I don't know if she knows, but she's in preschool and she's 5.
Well, there it is. Thanks for helping her out.
There you go. So you guys having fun at this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part so far?
Listening.
Listening to the music. You guys like the music?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Did you guys?
I like the music too, and I like listening to it with my dad. 'Cause I love my dad so much.
He's a good dude.
I know.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. So introduce your dad and let's get him in here.
So, he's cool, and he's a part of a band called For the Birds. Father.
Yes. How long have they been going? Do you know? Ooh.
Stumper.
Maybe 10 years?
There it is. I would say I'd just say 30. Just throw a number out there. Who cares?
30.
You did real good, babe.
You did awesome.
Yeah.
And your hair looks really awesome.
I like your glitter, Melody. It's awesome.
That is going to be everywhere. You didn't glitter your hair?
Fathers.
What a bunch of sweethearts you got, brother.
Yeah.
You better cherish it now. My daughter's 14, bro. It does not get easier.
Yeah, they. I love them, and they support.
Yeah.
You know, we were like today. We were in the studio mixing songs.
Nice.
Yeah, Melody will sit there and color and help me pick out drum samples, and
There you go.
she said, "I can't win." Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Learn. We played that tonight. That was that funky one.
Nice.
So we've been recording.
Sorry.
Just
Yeah,
basically,
thanks, Lewis.
I went through the surgery to get my neck fixed. And
Oh, yeah?
So that was like, it was real scary, and it had gotten to the point where I couldn't do the shows anymore. Had to have a couple discs removed, titanium put
jeez.
in. They
They,
bolted it.
they fuse it or what?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had fusion surgery 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Wow.
And on Wednesday, got cleared by the doctor to come.
How you feeling after a
Yeah.
set?
Do you
How
feel better? I mean,
Yeah.
like.
Oh, yeah, I definitely feel better. When I woke up, I felt better and worse, like where they
Yeah.
screwed
It's
into
a different pain, isn't it?
Yeah, different pain, but it's definitely getting better. The
Awesome.
nerve pain is gone. It
Amen.
was wild. So,
Yeah.
but it's kind of new lease on life. So, For the Birds has been after it in the studio. Man, we've recorded like 6 or 7 songs, not
Yeah,
fully
cool.
done, but in just like the last 3 weeks.
New material, new record coming out
Yeah,
at some point. We're not rushing
so
it, right?
We don't have a plan for a record. We are. And one thing that I think is exciting about For the Birds is we're still in this somehow we stay in this constant state of discovery. And so we're working on our process as a band,
Yeah.
making sure everybody's happy. And so for me, and I know for Steven, recording music is a passion. And, we're still working on writing music. Like, how do we make it better and more visceral? And so there's no plan for an album. There's really no plan for a release. We're just recording a pile of music. Like, let's record.
I think that's the right way, dude. If you set a deadline on it, you're going to rush the project to hit the deadline, and then...
And we've done 3 albums, and it was cool.
And the last album was great, by the way. Last album was...
And they stand, I guess, or but it's not like any of them made us famous or anything,
Yeah.
And so the idea that we need to have an album to do something.
Right.
It's like, what's it going to do? It's for the fans. And so, we've been enjoying the process of being for the birds.
Almost the cool thing now to do. I mean, even if you're not doing the EP or LP or whatever the fuck they want, but like just when a song's ready, let it go. When you finally get there with it, you can just release singles. There's a lot of people just kind of doing that by the quarter, even.
That's definitely probably where it'll end up. And like right now, it's all about just building the pile, enjoying the process, figuring out what keeps us like safe and together.
Yeah.
Like how do we show up and continue to do this for another 10 years? I think that's where the success will come. Is the longevity. We're already having what I consider a lot of success. We've done a lot of things that I never thought I would do.
Yeah, you guys have been playing some killer shows. You guys in Browntown seem to have a really nice relationship. You guys do these Nest Records showcases that are really cool.
Yeah, and we get to put on some of our favorite artists. That I record a lot of the hip-hop guys, or at least the Nest hip-hop guys, and so we've been branching out, trying to get more people involved in the Nest Records shows. Honestly, I feel like over the last 2 years, I've been playing not with a full deck. I've been dealing with the injury, and it's just, maybe I kept it well hidden, not to the people closest to me, but like for the first time in a long time, I feel like I'm back.
Yeah.
My ambitions.
You look looser than I've seen you. Because I know last time you played your show,
I was in so much pain, dude. Over the last few years, it was almost impossible. The last 5 or 6 shows before the surgery, I was like, I remember one time, all the guys were like, "What's wrong with Tony?" I was like, "You guys have to literally carry me out of here. I want to fucking die."
Man,
It was that hard to get through a show, and so to be back so soon here with my daughter, who we're coming to Diaper Jam. She's like, "Are we gonna be able to do the podcast? Are we gonna be able to do the podcast again?" She remembers from last year.
Awesome.
It was a cool experience for her.
Well,
And,
you always do great. We appreciate having the kids on.
And Grace has continued her art. She, is a very.
What kind of art you do? What do you do?
I mean,
So she's really good at drawing and painting.
Yeah.
And she likes to design. Like she makes masks. And,
Nice. Don't give up on that. Keep doing
paper
that stuff.
mache.
Yeah, way
And
cool.
very, very creative. Like when I'll see some of her drawings and I'll just be like, "Did you draw that?" She's like, "Oh yeah, I did." I'm like, I've never even come close to being able to draw anything as good as that my whole life.
You should make shirts. Screen print your own shirts.
Yeah, and she's got almost 100,
That'd be cool.
150 followers on her own channel.
There you go.
You give
There
your
you go.
channel a shout out. What is it?
it's Wolfers Letherian, I think.
What was that? One more time,
say it
clear.
again,
Wolfers Letherian?
Spell it. You know how to spell it?
Just say it more clear, slower.
Oh, Wolfers Letherian.
Wolfer's the theory.
Yes.
So she makes masks,
Oh, cool.
different animal masks, and does other type of stuff. And it's already has more followers on YouTube than I think For the Birds does. We don't really do YouTube, but
Yeah.
she's after it. So I can imagine, she's come and helped me film, and I can imagine, as she gets a little bit older and figures it out more, that she's definitely going to be helping us out and pursuing her own craft. And I hope that, having the studio out there and her, having access to lights and cameras.
I love when you can include the family in your passions, man, because it just makes it more inclusive and more fun because you don't have to spend those times away from the family doing that. They're with you.
Yeah.
I think it's really important to support whatever passion you find. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's I don't know, man. Life doesn't have to be super hard, I don't think. You know what I mean? And if you enjoy what you're doing, if you find your passion and you can pursue that, I just think that's a great life. You know what I mean? I'm working with my son right now to try to find his passion. He doesn't really know what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now he was a foster kid for a long time, so he never really had the felt safety to explore that.
Yeah, and
So-
feeling safe is a huge part of it.
Yeah, and
I-
supported. Yeah.
I think, like, if it's fun and if it produces something, like if it's fun and it pushes you forward mentally, physically,
Yeah.
whatever, I think that's like, as long as you enjoy it and it's doing something for you,
Yeah.
fucking get it, dude. I don't care what it is.
Yeah, especially if you can
Yeah.
find, the discipline to stick with some stuff. That's when that's always the hardest thing is, you kind of dibble and dabble and stuff, but when you find something you're really passionate about, you got the discipline to ride it out.
Yeah.
And so,
And it's like Grace has been one of my greatest cheerleaders, working through the injury, and like when I came through the doctor's appointment and they were like, "Hey, everything's good, it's fusing, you're clear to go do stuff."
God, that's
I had
scary.
told her how anxious I was to go to this appointment, and she was the first one to ask me, "Hey, how did it go?" And I said it was great, and she's doing a dance and literally celebrating with me, like.
Yeah.
that's scary, man. That's scary shit.
So Grace is a huge, big supporter, and it's weird, but I lean on her. She's strong. She lifts me up. It's crazy how kids can do that.
Well,
They're
it's
so-
amazing how much they teach you.
Right.
When as you're trying to teach them how to be a person, you really learn a whole different level of love and compassion and empathy
And,
that
and
you
she
never
puts
had.
me in check.
Yeah,
She'll
they'll hold you
she'll call,
accountable.
"Hey, did you say that? Hey, are you being mean to like this to that?"
Right.
I'm just like, "Okay, yes, I am. Thanks
Yeah.
for letting me know."
Yeah, my daughter's always like, "Why are you getting all loud about it?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, you're right."
Yeah, I love it when I see my attitude in my son, and then I go,
Oh, wow, shit.
yeah,
Right.
I did that.
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah.
I did that.
Well, it sounds to me like what I'm hearing is Tony is back.
Tony is back, and like in a way that, for almost as long as you guys have known me, like in the early days, I feel like before the birds and everything, I was a walking billboard, hungry, booking shows, and over the last few years, and that's right around when we got Thane, I was already in this decline, and just kind of hiding it, even from the band, like
Yeah.
up to that point, where ultimately I was like just collapsing after each show, and everybody's like, "Dude, you gotta stop,"
Yeah.
and
Just slow down. Don't hurt yourself, man.
so yeah, Tony's back, and I feel new,
Well, man,
refreshed.
if you've accomplished what you've accomplished as a hurt individual, with all this pain and everything,
Disabled,
yeah. So you've accomplished what you've accomplished through that.
I've been on a 5-pound weight
Man.
limit for like 2.5 years.
Well, the guitar weighs 9. You know what I mean? Like,
right, like so I've been sitting on the last
I bet.
Yeah,
years of shows,
Well, it's nice that part is not going to be in your mind all the time now.
dude, and
That takes a huge weight off your shoulders. I can only imagine.
just mentally, I feel so much more focused, hungry, and I'm like, we've built a really solid local fan base. Our online following is decent. I'm definitely tackling that in full spades right now, like just assaulting, making content, and moving into the modern age. I just kind of put that on the back burner. But like we have a good base to build on, where I feel like with the modern artists today, you've heard it, 1,000 fans, 1,000 loyal fans, spend $100 a year. That's $100,000 a year.
yeah.
5,000 loyal fans spend $100 a year. That's $500,000 a year. That's $500,000 a year.
It starts getting substantial.
We have almost 1,000 people in our in our private group, in our For the Birds group. And I'm like, so I'm cooking, man.
Yeah.
Telling you guys are gonna see Nest. and
Yeah,
For the Birds making some
I'm
fucking
looking
noise.
forward to the future, man. Yeah.
Like I am back, and
Yeah.
to see the guys rally around me, and for so long, like I basically everything had to be carried in, for that whole, especially that last year, just everything done for me, plug in everything. I basically would show up, get help on stage, sit, and very grateful for them, and like I'm ready to pay dividends for everybody and push this thing
Cha-ching.
forward in a way that I haven't been able to.
So what's coming up? I know we're not recording anything, but when's our next shows for the Birds? When can they
So
see you again?
we've got the show in the Sonic Sunflower with the
Yeah.
McPherson guys.
Yeah, the first guys are awesome. We're gonna have a podcast about that coming up.
And that'll be the only thing that we have coming up. We're really focused on like process. That's where I want the guys at. The guys have been putting in a lot of work. I want them to focus on being creative, show up once a week, do the For the Birds thing. Be creative, write songs, record songs, figure out how do we get to this place where writing and recording and things that we really like, because these newer recordings are getting closer, but everything that I've done or been a part of, I've always been like, this was a really good idea, but it went on too long, or there was the rhythm, we accepted something that didn't quite work. We weren't listening to each other, and so I'm like, now is the time to just start over and be like, okay, we have all the talent and the chemistry that we have. How do we put this all together in a way that really makes sense to write, record, and release in a way that has content and promotion that then filters into the funnel where people can buy something? How do we create this machine that feels authentic, safe for the members, but is also okay? We're finding a way to get the 1,000 fans to spend the $100 a year.
You got to monetize these things. I mean, you guys put in so much work. It's something you got to
So,
think about for sure.
That's like why we have to turn down the show. We just basically are full bore. We're just gonna do fucking everything all the time.
Yeah,
It's like,
man.
hey, we're gonna focus on just For the Birds, making music over and over and over. No plans are released, no pressure for anything. Let's find our stride, our process, our chemistry to where it's very, very fine-tuned and safe is like the word. Like people should be able to come to practice, immediately become vulnerable, immediately become creative.
You're trying to open all the gates, and so we ain't blocking nobody.
That takes reliability, dependability. So we're kind of getting back to the code for the Birds has always been once a week, 4 hours a day. And it's been that way for years and years and years. And we've kind of, life has happened, and it's like, it's not just about the time, we have an hour for rehearsal and we have an hour for recording. It's about that reliability, that dependability, that I know that you are taking this amount of time out of your every Saturday for us in the morning. Like it's going to be that and then has trust.
Yeah, and when I have you, you're 100%.
Right. And you're not going to be, hey, in 2 hours I have to do this. So now we have time to go there, immediately become vulnerable. If we need to take a break, we can do that. If we need to rehearse and record, we can do that. And so that's really where we're at, is just process, which feels great to be this far into it and be like, hey, we're basically starting over. Let's take everything we've learned.
Yeah, and change and not go down the same old road.
Right, we have to be better. And we can't just say, we've been here for 12 years. Why don't we have our Grammy? Blah, blah, blah. It's fucking hard. And the reality is there's got to be somebody with a ton of money behind you most often for that to happen.
Yeah, it's a weird world right now, man. And the music industry is just crazy.
To get to a place where you're making a living or the band is making a living, there are a lot of fucking artists doing that. They're like, hey, I got a couple thousand fans. I spend $100, $200 a year. I'm making fucking bank. A lot of these people don't even go on tour or do shows, right? They're just creating their art, making music, doing their content. I'm not saying that's exactly what we want to be, but it's
self-productive. I mean, just like our art too. We're trying. It'd be nice to let it pay the dividends, man. You guys have put in the time and done a lot of great shit.
And they deserve it. Like each and every member in the band deserves it, and so that's my goal. Like, it may sound ambitious, but like my goal for the Birds and for everybody on Nest, it's $100,000 a year. It's not crazy money, but that's like, hey.
That's how you do it. You whiteboard that shit and make it happen. That's how you do it. You speak it into existence.
How do we make that happen? And that's all I'm living for, dude. Yep. Right now. And
I always said 104.
104?
104,000. No, because 52 weeks a year, I would like 2,000.
Okay. I could get with it.
You know what I mean?
104. I like 104, just like I like 100.
It's 52 weeks a year.
So I have this.
We're going to have to pay taxes anyways, though.
Like you said, speaking into existence, and I like creating kind of code words or themes, and so I'm working this 100 band plan, reaching out to 100 different communities,
Yeah.
and so 100 bands to get 100 bands, right? 100
dig
band
it.
plan to get 100 grand.
I
So
dig it.
the 100 band plan, that's what I'm working on right now, and it's like where all my time, energy, focus is going, and I'm like, for the rest of the guys, I just want you to show up, do your art, let me try this thing, put it together, and I'm excited. Either way, we're.
I'm glad to see you excited.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
gonna
glad
go
to see you
down
happy.
swinging. You know.
You
what
look
I mean?
you look happy, Tony. I'm happy. to see
Document that process, man. Put that out there for us. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Document that process. That'll be the content
Yeah, and
we need.
I'm
you know?
hoping that when it works, right, speaking into existence, that when it works, it'll be something that then I can it can just go to the to the Nest artist and then to the rest of the people around. Like, hey, this is what I did. People feel like, oh, there's not enough fans out there for me. Like, there's fucking billions of people all across the world.
Yeah, there's dumbass people that watch reels every day. People,
You-
there's
you can-
fans
There's
out
all
there.
kinds,
find
man.
people to spend, $8 a month. I bought a fucking shoestring fucking caricature. I don't know, whatever it is you're.
Right.
Just spending you get a couple thousand people to spend $8 a month, man,
Yeah.
you're fucking set.
Yeah, you are.
And so that's like where I've been living at, dude.
Well,
Like,
but
we gotta
and-
find a way to take care of the artists because they all deserve, and myself included, like to just be artists. I think the world is better when people who have a story to share and believe in what they're doing can do that.
Yeah.
And the world's definitely not set up to make that easy.
No, it's not.
It's not, man. We were just talking. Orphan John and I were just talking about shows that they were doing out in California, to where you still got to pay to play. There's so
Right.
many bands out there that you got to pay to play.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
That's
to me.
wild.
That's
Yeah.
nuts. That's the wrong way around.
Yeah, F that.
You know,
F that.
like I play for me, man. I'm not really like. I don't want to pay money to. That's just
I
the
mean,
wrong
I don't know
formula.
what
I don't know.
It all depends on, I guess, where you're at in your career. But like, I think if you do the persistent thing, like For the Birds and some of these other bands that can sustain longevity, it eventually will come. I think the consistency thing is
Right.
always so important.
Yeah.
And now that you have some, you're feeling better and you can get back at doing more of your promotion and more of the shit that that instantly goes away when you're feeling like you're like, fuck that.
Oh, dude, I like looking back at how I was and like how I've been just in the last few weeks, and I'm still like, it's gonna be a year before I'm fully healed.
Yeah.
Oh, for
And
sure.
I'm already on the fucking mission, dude. Like, I have been.
Well, like I said, you've
relentlessly-
accomplished a lot being down.
all the For the Birds metrics, like, because I've really been pursuing, the content and making it in a way that is palatable. And I'm still learning. I'm not saying it's fucking great, but like, our numbers are all up by like 1,000%. I've been after
Sure.
it for 2 fucking weeks, and I'm like, okay.
It does. I mean, the more that is, unfortunately, social media people. If you're doing it for bands and shit, the more you put in, the more you get back. It takes a lot in to get back a little back to you. So,
And
Yeah,
I don't-
and if we can ever help you with content, man, we got.
we'll share it and like it
we got all
and
the
promote
shit.
it. You know how we are.
Yeah,
We love
for
to do
sure.
that for everybody. So, it looks like what I like to say again is Tony is back and feeling good
That's right.
and ready to fucking rock. So look out for cool shit coming out of Nest Records.
I
I'm
know.
gonna tell you right now.
Oh yeah, and like, yeah, Benno's had a bunch of releases. We got something releasing every week, I think, until the end of April.
And you
maybe
got
the
Steven
end of
working
May.
on
It
an
was
EP
fun
for these guys right
with,
now.
With fucking Benno, I was like, the last 2 days before surgery, we were just like, all right, we had like 20 tracks. I'm like, let's fucking finish them. And so we did, and we just set them up to release for months, so they wouldn't have to work on that anymore. Eric's got a bunch of music coming out, and Ninja. You guys, I don't know if you've seen Ninja.
Ninja Face.
We've been working
Yeah,
together with him, so
Nice.
we're
Yeah,
putting out
I
some
like
music
that
with
dude.
him. A lot of features with Benno. Benno and him are making some real good songs. And I've been mastering some of his old music. He just went out to Seattle with the guys that
Who did?
Ninja.
Oh, yeah.
So he was from Rhymesayers, Atmospheres troupe, and he still raps with some of those guys. So they went out there to make an album, and so I'm gonna support the hell out of that. I fucking love Ninja.
Yeah, I think he was great, man. He was coming out to the open mics at Shamrock there for quite a while, and
That's where I heard first.
He's got a great stage presence.
Yeah.
And just such a different flow, and very intelligent.
Yeah.
So-
and a good dude. I mean,
Yeah.
I always say the music scene's it's too small to be an asshole. You know what I mean? Just,
Yeah.
You don't.
That's like something that really, I ain't gonna speak it out really, but like, the crab in the bucket thing. You know,
The
like
what?
The crab in the bucket thing. You know,
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
there's more than enough for everybody to have. As an artist, you
plenty.
can have a fan base. You only
Yeah.
need it. You know, if you had a fan base of 20,000 people, you're fucking set. And that's like not even just a small percentage of the amount of people that are in Wichita. You know,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna find them globally.
Yeah, small
So
percentage. Really, it is.
For sure.
that's something of this recent thing where I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna be very happy and not try to compare. Oh, I've seen this person have this opportunity and it hurts. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
fucking dope.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad for them. And
Good stuff.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
Dane wants to come sit down. Dane, you want to come sit in? You want to say bye to him first?
Anything else you got to say before you get out of here?
Dane, you want to come sit in?
Chicken jockey.
All right. That's Minecraft stuff, isn't it?
Love you, Grace. She's fucking awesome. So is Melody. My wife's over here
awesome.
too, hanging out, watching the kids.
Hey, support from the family makes this a lot easier. It really does. Especially when there's events that kids can come to.
You got headphones there if you
I hope so.
help you hear.
My man Thane, what's happening, baby?
What's good?
How you doing?
Neighborhood. Pretty good. On that new father shit lately.
Yeah, how's that
Yeah,
going?
yeah.
You've been in for a little bit, so you can sleep at
He's
least.
about 6.5 months.
Oh yeah,
now.
you're finally getting a little sleep.
He's sleeping through the night. He's a great boy.
Yeah, that's good.
Good.
Those 2-hour months
Meeting
suck.
all his milestones and shit, and just
Great,
it's been pretty nice.
great.
Yeah,
Just
bud.
fun note. This is how he records in the booth.
Well,
I just gotta
One
make
ear
sure
off.
With the
Gotta
one-
make sure to have the track just down
Yeah.
just a little bit in case I want to do a B drop or something. Because
If I'm singing, I gotta have one off.
I don't know if that's a vocalist thing or a
Yeah.
rapper thing.
I think it's vocalist, man, because I do the same thing if I'm singing in the booth. I gotta have one off.
Not me.
I gotta hear. I don't know.
I feel like you hear it better with
Yeah.
both the headphones
I'm kind of
on.
deaf too in this ear, so I feel like
Oh,
if,
yeah, yeah.
they're covered, I'm gonna like be yelling, So
I guess I'm so used to not
Fair
hearing
enough.
myself on stage. Like, I kind
still-
of
I'm
hear
still
the
learning that
inner
one.
voice.
Yeah.
I'm always afraid that if it's off, I'm going to be putting sound into the microphone. But maybe that's the engineer in me, It's
Yeah.
like, especially if you're doing something with a metronome, I'm like, oh, I know that it's going to fucking pick this up.
Careful.
it's all right. Special guest.
Yeah. It's $1,000 camera, brother.
What happened?
He almost ran into the fucking camera.
Oh, man, we need like cones or something.
Goddamn. What the velvet ropes?
Yeah.
The velvet ropes around.
Yeah, right.
So you guys been here all day?
We got a little bit later start. Luckily, we started about 3.
That's still dedications, hours of streaming.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Shit, hours of streaming today. I bet probably 4 or 5.
It's impressive.
Yeah, something like that. And we were up all night with Time and Space last night. We recorded a live album for them at the Hideout, and we also did the live concert series with them. So
Here's a boring question, I guess, that only I'm interested in. But like, how hard is it to balance the mix in this room with the concert going on in the background? and
not
everything?
as horrible as you think with
These are pretty close mics.
the better the
You know what
mics,
I
the
mean?
better. I mean, if we had really the SM7Bs, it'd even be easier. But for the most part, it's not too bad. Like StreamYard, the streaming system place, it kind of levels that shit out a little bit. And you don't really hear it.
Yeah,
too much.
there's some presets already in the thing that
They're like
that do it
gating
pretty
some
well.
of it out.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Ignore it until you talk into it a little bit.
Yeah, they
That's
can,
pretty
and
cool.
they kind of can tell what's like background shit that needs to be out anyway. But yeah, we tired. We're tired.
I did 2 sets today.
Yeah, he played 2 sets.
Yeah.
I caught the Orphan John. That was solid work. First time I've ever caught Orphan John, actually.
Oh yeah.
That man. What's your front man's name? Vocalist?
John, that's John.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
Open John.
Okay. The namesake. He has a lot of energy. I was like, I gotta go up there and have more energy now. 'cause
Yeah.
This dude's show.
Yeah, he's insane, man.
I don't know how he doesn't sweat his ass off up there. He doesn't.
Yeah,
really,
he does it without even.
without dropping a
tools of
bead of sweat
cucumber.
off him.
Oh yeah.
Sweating
Yeah, I'm
profusely.
sitting back here. I'm not even on
Set.
stage. I'm just sitting my fat ass back here. I'm sweating like a
Yeah.
motherfucker.
I haven't stopped sweating either.
Me either. As soon as I got on stage under the lights,
That's how it happens.
beads were rolling.
Every time.
Yeah, right. So yeah, we're hearing you guys are back and Tony's feeling better. Everybody's doing good in the studio. So
Oh, yeah.
it's good to hear that.
He's got the reins in one hand right now, and jumping on tables. So
Shit.
wasn't planning on doing that. It was just like, man, fuck, it feels good to you know, be able to do this stuff. And doctor's like, ease in, don't, you know, do things that you wouldn't normally do. And I'm like, well, I would normally fucking do this, so it's fine.
You're like crowd surfing at
You know,
Diaper Jam.
It's normally fine. So, yeah, we've been having a lot of fun recording. Thane, always. Man, like, so easy to record Thane and Mike. Both of those guys, it's almost like they have a compressor on their voice already.
Yeah.
Comes in and go fucking bop, 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 bop. Just hits everything right on time. And you can layer up the tracks. They're all fucking identical.
Well, and it's fun. It's been fun to watch you guys grow and get more comfortable singing together. If you guys don't know, they both sing for the Birds. If you haven't been around, don't know everything about what they got going on. They've really got a great dynamic. Wow, the guys play off each other.
I'm getting a lot of on-the-job training. These guys make you look really good, so we're lucky in that regard.
Yeah, the fucking the Rage song is a lot of fun. I want to work on maybe writing some material like that because there's a lot of give and take in that song that I don't know. And like it's fun because like I'll look over at Thane and he'll just have this mean ass look on his face. I'll be like, "Oh yeah, motherfucker!"
Call that a resting bitch
All right,
face.
you know, and it's just that energy. It's a lot of fun. So,
Oh yeah.
man, my head's starting to hurt. It's been a fucking wham bam, right? Like,
It's been a day. Anything you guys want to get in before we wrap this up?
Keep on the lookout for the Birds drops. I know the last month and a half we've been steadily, recording a couple times a month or once a week almost.
Yeah, he said you guys got about 6-7 songs
Yeah.
kind of in the works right now.
I don't even know what's dropping next. I just know it's some new stuff.
You know,
and it's really dope.
just try and engage with the content and get on Spotify, listen to what we do have. And like you said, I'm going to try and document as much of the story as I can going forward. Pay attention.
Yeah, I think that's what grabs people, man. You know what I mean? Like, because there's TikTok creators that they're fucking talentless, but they're telling you a story.
Well, that's a talent. Don't
Thousands and thousands of followers. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's.
Well, I mean, filming it and making it look right. I mean, you know when you doom scrolling,
yeah.
and the ones you stop on are the ones that are done well.
Yeah,
I'm saying talentless, but like
Right,
Yeah,
I know.
it's not talentless, but like.
Mr. I
Okay,
play
man,
a ton of
it-
instruments.
I'm just saying this drunk bitch says Haktua, and somebody's offering her a damn podcast, and
Yeah, well,
you know, like.
that's a little different. That's just
Goddamn it, you know,
viral,
like-
goofy shit. But yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
I get it, but now she got a platform. Now she like.
we kind of were like we have this raw talent. We're getting it in front of people. Now we need to figure out like the people that are paying attention. We want to feed that appetite. We want to continuously give them good content.
Yeah, for sure.
Streamline.
Retention, right? It's retention. You know, it takes so much to get a fan. Now we retain them.
Yeah.
Now we hold them.
Now
We treat them
they
right.
want to be
We-
entertained.
Yeah.
You know?
They do.
How do we turn that into like, hey, get on board with the mission? You know, if you want to see
Yeah.
us go on tour, if you want to see us have an insane amount of releases, you want to see us take the next step, it costs money.
It's support,
You know,
man. I need the
and-
support.
Right, and support is money.
It
Like,
Yeah,
really
for
is
sure.
what it is.
I
It's
feel,
really what it,
I feel
exactly
like we're
what it
writing
is.
our best music right now. I feel like we're recording our best music right now. You know,
I hope you always say that.
we're
Yeah.
going. You know, Tony will always say when every time we record something that's really dope or have something that we're finalizing that's just finding its completion, it's like we need to do this 30 more times. You know, it's like
Yeah.
what we, it's like the famous mantra. Well, we need to do this 30 more times, and then you might be onto something. You know,
Right.
it's just
yeah, because it feels good, but like maybe it is groundbreaking. I don't know. There's just more. There's more depths to the potential of the artists that I work with and of myself.
Yeah.
And
Al-
you know, we gotta
always-
dig.
always
we
push
gotta
yourself.
Keep digging.
Yeah.
And
Well, you guys got a great group of talented musicians in your band. You really do.
For sure.
So I mean, you should have a lot of great input from all directions. I mean,
yeah,
It's-
and figuring out the process of how do we do that safely? How do you say yes? How do you say no? Those two simple things are so important.
Yeah.
So that everybody feels like they have a voice, but we can stop doing ideas that didn't work. Or maybe the idea had potential, but the delivery, the
execution.
You know, so
Yeah.
in order to do that, we have to say no. We have to be able to zoom out and say, okay, I'm here for myself and to be creative, but I'm also here for you guys and be able to look at it as a whole and then be able to do that efficiently and put it in a package that can be done efficiently, moving on to the next thing to where like, okay, here's this product. Like, what can For the Birds do that nobody else can? What makes us special? Like, well, we could write 100 songs a year, and if we had the process of recording and being together down efficiently, and it was like, all right, we'll write 3 songs one week and we'll record 3 songs the next week. All of a sudden, we're in this, just this obscene place where we're making a ton of really good music.
Yeah.
Maybe we make 50 songs. Maybe they're all great, but that 51st song is that fucking shit. I'm like, I want to get to 51 now. I don't want to wait 4 years to get to 51.
There's something about like operating at the edge of your abilities, that always moving forward, But the scary thing about being at the edge of your abilities is failure. We might fail some things.
Uncharted territory.
And man, I'm totally cool with failure, man. I fail so much.
As long as you gotta try. As long as you're trying.
It's all good. It's fun.
Trying.
And that's like where being able to say yes and no in a way that everybody understands is coming from the right place. Like, okay, hey, there's a great idea. Edge of the ability. Here's this idea. Hey, it's not working. Yeah. This is why I know it's not working. Let me explain that. Everybody's like, oh, you're right. Moving on. And you just do that over and over and over and over. And I'm like, people are going to enjoy watching that. And that becomes this huge amount of content that we have
that's what I think,
but also each time we're doing it, we're getting better and better and better. Like, what's For the Birds look like 100 songs from now?
I was going to say...
We learn that way.
It can be intimidating to be in a group, where everybody has so much to contribute, both ideas and just raw talent. We've met a comfortable place, I think, between the 5 of us where we're not afraid to bring ideas to the table. We're not afraid to bring an idea that might not be in the best interest of the moment of the song or whatever. But I think that's really just what's important, is that everyone contributes in their own way, draws to their strengths.
And best idea wins. Nobody's scared to say one. You know what I mean?
Sounds like you guys are starting to polish the process a little bit. So how you're
I feel like
figuring
we're just
out
getting started, but
figuring out how to work with each other.
We can
It
say
takes
we're
a while.
polishing it, but I like the mindset of fucking the beginning.
Yeah.
That newness, like
it's all new and exciting again. Even though that I'm 4 years into this project, and it all feels new and exciting. Like I don't know what the hell's coming next. So
Well, that's what it takes, man, and we can't wait to see what happens with you guys. Can't wait to see what's coming.
yeah, pay attention,
guys.
We appreciate it.
Where's the camera at?
Right here. You guys are right here.
Yeah. Pay attention, man.
For the Birds,
We're fucking
baby.
working. We're working fucking hard. We fucking love each other. We love you. Come fuck with For the Birds. Get us on
Follow us
Spotify.
everywhere.
Hell yeah.
All the social media platforms. That's my man Thane. Shout out Icy Collins, Kyle James,
Nest Records in this bitch.
Steven Shields, Mike Beno, Kush Powers, Ninja Face. Boss Man has an album coming out.
No
Boss
way.
man got out.
What a fucking he
What
was
a
like,
G.
hey man, I've never fucking made music. Like he's a very creative person, loves to make music, and
He's a content creator, full-fledged. He's went viral a couple times. He's doing.
shit.
We did take a couple pages out of his book. Like, I had to get
Is he
viral.
singing?
And-
Is he playing? What's he doing?
a little bit of everything.
Really?
He's got that. He's got that amazing
he's-
karma built
he's-
up forever. That's what it is.
He started his
man,
following
he-
doing just content creator type of influencer,
he's
funny
big
videos
on
and
content
stuff.
creation.
Nice.
That's awesome.
He's
He
been
could
viral
easily
multiple
shift
times.
gears
He's got
to-
like 6 million views.
Shout
on
out,
the last
shout out to
couple
Boss
of-
Man.
Shout out to Howard.
That dude is
Boss
a
man, we
badass.
love you, brother.
All right.
You're a good
For the
dude.
Birds.
Thank you guys.
Diaper
You're in
Jam
Austin. Love you.
2025. We
Hell
love
yeah.
you. We out.
I ever tell you the story about Boss Man?